Now, whether it's National League or American League Baseball, the baseball season is a long season. I'm constantly reminding people it's 162 games. You can't worry about a week or 2 weeks. But I wanted to ask you about some of your hitters who have proven how long the season is. A guy like Mark Teixeira, who was struggling earlier this year, and now you look at some of the bats that he's been able to piece together. What have you seen from Mark?
Just his swing has come around. I mean, that's been the big thing, and that's what happens to a lot of these guys. They're going to go through cycles where they're swinging the bat really well, and then they're going to struggle a little bit. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. Sometimes it's just you match up against better pitchers than others. Sometimes, you know, you might be battling some injuries. You know, your foot's a little bit sore, or maybe your arm's a little bit sore, and you got to battle through that, but you keep going out there because you know you can help your club win. It's just what you go through during the course of the season. And what you hope is that if one guy is struggling, the other guys are picking him up during the course of the year.
And then you look at a guy who also hits in the heart of your order, Robinson Cano. A lot of the times he makes things look so effortless and so smooth. And when he doesn't do well, how come Robbie didn't do well? What has changed for him that has allowed him, especially get the home run, the power stroke going?
I just think it was time for him to get hot. I mean, you're not going to keep a great hitter like Robbie Cano down forever. And he just found his swing as well. And, you know, he's such a great player. And you said he makes it look so easy sometimes. I think sometimes we probably expect too much. We expect him to do it every time. And that's difficult.
Another guy who makes it look easy, even easier than I think some people believed, is Curtis Granderson. Since the beginning of 2011, second most home runs in Major League Baseball. What have you seen from Curtis Granderson and his swings recently?
He's just got a great power stroke in a sense. You know, the line drives he hits to right field, most of them are going to carry out of the ballpark. He's a pull hitter, which fits our ballpark well. But he's hit home runs off of lefties. I think he has 6 or 7 or something off of left-handers. So that doesn't bother him at all. He's got great bat speed. I mean, that's the bottom line. He knows how to hit the ball at the ballpark.
He seems to be a guy, Joe, and I know you have a lot of professional hitters in there, but he seems to be a guy through who his work with Kevin Long, he really does tinker with that swing. I was talking to him last week where he mentioned just kind of resting the bat on his shoulder a little bit more before he triggers into the swing. Have you noticed that about him, a scientific kind of hitter?
Well, Curtis is a bright guy. And Curtis is going to think about a lot of different things, and he's made some big adjustments. And the biggest thing that they really did was they tried to quiet him down and get less movement. So when he makes adjustments, it's probably he feels that there's too much movement and that, you know, he can get out of whack. So he wants to be relaxed, but he doesn't want too much movement, so he slows everything down.